नमस्कार दोस्तों, आई वेलकम यू ऑल ऑन माई चैनल DEEPEARL इनोवेशंस। फ्रेंड्स, आपको क्या लगता है किसी भी टेस्टी डिश के लिए सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट क्या है? सभी इंग्रेडिएंट्स का सही क्वांटिटी में सही तरीके से डलना। इस तरह से बनी हुई रेसिपी हमेशा टेस्टी और बहुत डिलीशियस बनती है। सेम इज़ द केस विद डिज़ाइन। When we design using different elements, it is very important कि हर एलिमेंट को बहुत ही सही तरीके से सही प्रपोर्शन में यूज़ किया जाए। अब वो सही तरीका है क्या? The ways, they are the guidelines, they are the principles। तो आज हम बात करेंगे प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ डिज़ाइन के बारे में। हम बात करेंगे यूनिटी के बारे में, ग्रुपिंग के बारे में, इंटरकनेक्शन के बारे में, हार्मनी के बारे में, कोऑर्डिनेशन के बारे में और रिदम के बारे में। स्टार्ट करते हैं यूनिटी से। यूनिटी बीइंग द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट एंड द वेरी फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल, आई वुड लाइक टू टेल दैट यूनिटी मीन्स एकता। एकता में बल है, एकता। वी ऑल नो दैट unity has strength. So when all elements are put in a composition in a way that there is a very good connection among each element, यूनिटी कम्स इन। जब हर एलिमेंट का तालमेल, कोऑर्डिनेशन दूसरे एलिमेंट के साथ बहुत अच्छे तरीके से होता है तो यूनिटी अपने आप से कॉम्पोजिशन में नज़र आने लगती है। इन अ केस व्हेन यू हैव सो मेनी एलिमेंट्स ऑन अ शीट और ऑन योर कैनवस एंड नो एलिमेंट हैज़ अ रिलेशन विद द अदर, कोई तालमेल नहीं है, कोई एलिमेंट कुछ कह रहा है, कोई एलिमेंट कुछ कह रहा है, that composition, that design lacks unity, and lacking unity means principle is lost, the design is not looking good. So it is very important that there has to be interconnection between the elements of your design. अब interconnection लाया कैसे जाए? उसके लिए ज़रूरी है ग्रुपिंग करना, हार्मनी देना। अगर बात करते हैं ग्रुपिंग करने की तो इट इज़ वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट दैट यू यूज़ सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ एलिमेंट्स। नाउ द सिमिलैरिटी कैन बी इन द शेप और इन द साइज। इफ़ द शेप वेरीज then the size should be similar, or if the size is dissimilar then the shape should be same. Like in this image you can see there are so many textures used in this image, and the number of trees in this image vis-a-vis, if we compare it with the other one has similar kind of trees and a very basic texture used throughout. So which of these do you think is most prominent or most suitable to be called as a united composition? You can yourself see the difference. So it is very important to group up and interconnect your elements with a very sensible thought, with a very thoughtful composition. You can do that. Next, coming on to the harmony. Harmony means using similar kind of elements. For example, if you are using a particular color and you are playing with the tone of the same rather than giving a contrasting thing there, you are creating a composition with similarity throughout. That will give a feeling of harmony in that will give a feeling of smoothness throughout. So that is also a very important principle when you are designing. Now it is very important in that case that you use the positive and negative spaces very efficiently. Architecture is what? It is the a very creative utilization or a very creative formation of spaces. So it is very important that you take conscious care of positive and negative spaces. So be very conscious and alert while using the elements and putting them in a particular principle or in a particular guideline. Now next comes the unity of three. Unity of three, I'll discuss. Our eye has a tendency of looking at the things and creating a division, a visual division. So when you group your elements in even numbers, our eye has a tendency to break, for example, the 4 objects, 2 here and 2 here. It separates it. And in contrast to it, if we keep 3 elements together, then our eye will not be able to break that grouping. So it is a very important and a crucial principle जिसको we call unity of three. For example, in this particular drawing you can see that three trees are kept together and there is a very beautiful composition. It is a very holistic and a united approach, whereas the two trees, they are being divided by the eye. The division is being shown with a black pen. So here comes the difference when you have kept the even numbers and kept the odd number elements. So even number provokes division, separation, fragmentation, and when you talk about interconnection, there should not be any kind of fragmentation. Next comes the rhythm thing. When you talk about the movement of eye or the flow of elements or the flow of your eye from one element to another until the end, it is very important that you should not break that continuous or continuity with any kind of contrast in that. There has to be a very smooth flow so that your eye, like a melody, your eye walks like a melody, a very smooth flow that comes from the rhythm. This example is from a very good Central Valley Park. It's in Sohna Road, Gurgaon, and you can see the mounds and a continuous growth of pink flowers around it. So you see a very continuous flow. This is called harmony. The way mounds have been designed, and along with that the use of pink flowers is giving a very smooth flow to your eyes. So harmony is another important principle of design. Now here is an example of repetition. Repetition is another way of creating unity in your composition or in your design canvas. When you repeat the objects or the elements, it is very important that the composition should not look boring, it should not look monotonous. Okay, for that you should use a variety of shape or a variety of texture in it. But then you have to be very cautious so that your variety may not make the composition chaotic and overloaded. In this example, you can see a very beautiful avenue of the Gateway campus, and you can see how beautiful the repetition has been done. When you walk through this or you drive through this, you get a very good feel. So this is how you create a good composition using the repetition thing. So this is about some of the principles of our design. So be very conscious while using your elements and putting them in a particular guideline or framework. For some other principles, I will be making another video very soon. So till then, keep liking, sharing and subscribing. Thank you.